What happens when 3,000 startups gather under one roof? With drones, flying taxis, and tribal innovators in a tow. Global VCs, student innovators, tribal entrepreneurs, deep tech dreamers. Startup Mahakumbh 2025 had it all. After all, India isn't just a rising power, it's already the world's third largest startup ecosystem. But just as the energy peaked, controversy struck. One bold panel at the entrance read, India versus China. The startup reality check. It didn't celebrate India. It compared us, called us out, said China's building Deeptech, AI and EVs, while we're stuck in food delivery and influencer apps. Mohandas Pai, former Infosys CFO and investor, called it unpatriotic. Founders called it tone deaf. And the internet, it exploded. Hashtag India versus China trended. The memes came fast. Debates broke out across Twitter, LinkedIn and newsroom panels. The controversy stole headlines. The trolling went viral. But inside Startup Mahakumbh, India was quietly building. So let's unravel the rise of entrepreneurship in India through the lens of Startup Mahakumbh 2025. In January and February, we witnessed a sacred Mahakumbh in Prayagraj. This one came after 144 years. It was a massive confluence of faith, tradition and humanity. And in April, we saw another Mahakumbh rise. This time in Delhi, not a gathering of pilgrims, but of founders. Yet, the spirit was the same. Just like the seekers at the sacred Mahakumbh in search of faith and purpose, the ones here came seeking ideas, funding and a future. Hosted at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi, this mega event was led by FICCI and was co-powered by ASSOCHAM, TIE, NASSCOM, IVCA and the Bootstrap Foundation. For 3 days, Delhi wasn't just the capital of India. It was the capital of endless possibilities and bold ideas. And nowhere was the spirit cleaner than in the tribal pavilion. For the first time, tribal entrepreneurs were in front, visible, vocal, and leading from the center. 45 startups, backed by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs, showcased under Dharti Aaba Tripreneurs 2025. From our guest travels in Sikkim with 600 plus homestays and an award from Piyush Goyal, to Navali Organic in Nagaland, farming smarter with tech and tradition. Furthermore, Odisha brought sneakers made of jute. Jharkhand brought charcoal water purifier that works without electricity. But if tribal India showed grit, Bharat's new age tech minds brought the gear. Sarla Aviation's flying taxi drew massive crowds, not just for its design, but for what it stood for. A made in India leap into the urban air mobility. Soon, it'll be tested in Indian skies. At the Defense Tech Zone, an ex-army captain unveiled a stealth drone made for the LOC. With night vision and real-time recon, it was compact, sharp and mission-ready. A startup from Ahmedabad showcased a 3D bioprinter that builds skin for burn victims, layer by layer. Another founder demoed a wearable patch that detects sugar spikes. No needles, no pain. Deep tech here wasn't just talk. It was being coded, tested and built live in stalls by students, founders and scientists. And then came the giants. Indian Oil and HPCL joined in, with Piyush Gupta showing how public sector power is now backing startups in hydrogen, mobility, biofuels and AI logistics. At the MOPNG Pavilion, oil met innovation. From gas leak sensors to blockchain-powered energy audits, India's energy sector is opening up to first-time founders. But all this innovation was overshadowed by a controversy that sparked right from inside this Mahakumbh. The controversy started when Piyush Goyal, India's Minister of Commerce and Industry, said many Indian founders are building food delivery apps that turn unemployed youth into cheap labor, while China is busy building electric mobility and artificial intelligence. His comments set off a storm across the startup world. Aman Gupta, Shark Tank judge and board co-founder, supported him, saying we need to focus on innovation. But others fired back. Ashneer Kaur and many founders across LinkedIn and Twitter disagreed strongly. Then Zepto CEO Adit Palecha joined the conversation. He defended India's consumer startups and Zepto's work in particular. There are almost 1.5 lakh real people earning livelihoods on Zepto today, he wrote, pointing to over 1,000 crore rupees in tax paid and more than $1 billion in foreign direct investment brought into India. If that isn't a miracle in Indian innovation, I honestly don't know what is. But the real question is, are we dreaming too small? Deep tech, defense, sustainability. That's where India needs to go. India is innovating, but we need to move beyond betting on instant delivery, a real influencer economy, and fantasy sport dreams. See, America has ChatGPT and Grok. China's charging ahead with EVs and deep sea. And India still caught between Kirana apps and pitch deck drama. That contrast really hit hard at Mahakumbh. But beneath all the noise, we can conclude that Startup Mahakumbh wasn't just a tech event. It was India showing its full range from tribal grit to urban ambition. And if you're also building something proudly Desi, proudly different, then connect with Exit Fund for funding, mentorship and support. Know more at exitfund.com. Also, our channel is a Mahakumbh of ideas, ambition and untold journeys. And the real prasad here is knowledge. So like, share and subscribe to stories that truly matter.